Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Barefoot Minis. We had a bit of a ice storm, but not too bad. These guys are definitely ready for breakfast and me to get going. First time I'm going to try to grab this duck water without trying to fall. And I wanted to show you guys what we're working on out in the barn. My lovey's adding 3 more lights out in the barn to the stalls. And then we also added some really bright 4,000 lumens bulbs. I should be super careful though because it is slippery. And I'll show you those 4,000 lumens bulbs when I get in there. So this is what the barn looks like, all natural light and everything. Very dark and dim. And I got one corn cob light and then bigger corn cob lights, the feet electric lights that are 4,000 lumen. Quite a difference. I'll show you what it looks like when I turn on the lights. Quite a difference, let me tell you. And then it's bound to get better. Hello, Ness. Somebody wants her breakfast. Excuse me, ma'am. Look at this over here. Making me work again. I just swept the aisle. Amelie, will you do that? Will you do that, huh? You do that over there. Silly girl, so silly. And Daddy, my lovey, is going to get these lights installed pretty soon, so we'll have light in the stalls. Unfortunately, when I bought the backs and then the lamps, the screws that came with them were not compatible. So he has to find matching screws before he's able to finish the job. Go figure. We should have probably gone to Lowe's. So that'll be exciting to see how bright it will be in the stalls once that is completed. And it should be it's just barely, it's almost done. It just needs the screws. But man, bright lights. It sure is nice in the middle of winter to be able to see what you're doing. Huh, Dove? Well, I better get started. Emily, what do you see? You hear somebody? She's my beautiful girl, everybody. I love my Southern belles. You weren't even born down south, but you just have that Southern beauty pizzazz. And you do too, Ami. They're my buddies, my Southern belles. They're so tired of winter already. They're over it. We're supposed to be getting a nice break pretty soon here. Niobe knows. Niobe knows it's time for grains, don't you, Nai? And then a quick peek at the chickens, who also got a Christmas present. They got a Combach candy apple block that they've been enjoying quite a lot. Hello, beautiful hen. These new girls have been laying really, really well. And we're finally starting to build up on some eggs. Well, I'm doing too much chatting, not enough work. And these guys are getting hungry. Joe's blanket's holding up wonderfully. He's gotten it quite dirty already, but I think he likes it. Keeping him nice and warm. This is Nessa here, his lady. Silly boy. All right, you guys are distracting me. I got things to do. The first thing I want to do is prepare their bodies for digestion, and it helps to give them hay to start preparing them to digest their food. So Lexington gets a couple of flakes. I think we're bound to have some more freezing rain. So I'm going to feed them in the barn again, even though I don't necessarily have to. I keep aside a flake for Joe to chop up. Try to keep it small because he can't really eat it that well. And got to get this prepared, the steamer prepared. That's the first thing that should be done is the steamer, getting the steamer prepared. We got this cleaned out. It was getting quite built up. Still smells amazing. Romy still coughs, but it has relieved his cough quite a lot. It's given him the opportunity to heal a little bit. Basically, it's taught me to not give up, that you're not going to necessarily see results immediately. When an animal or a human has a chronic condition, it took a while to develop those problems, so it's going to take a while to see a resolution or at least a relief of chronic conditions. So it's always good to just be patient and don't give up. Some say for like cancer, it takes, in some cases, it can take 10 years for cancer to develop. So if you're using natural remedies or therapies, don't expect it to be immediate. It takes time for cancer to develop and it takes time to heal. And just keep putting good things into your body and trusting in God's grace and giving our bodies an immense ability to heal, and just don't give up. We're all kind of used to an immediate, instant responses, but we know that's not how things really work. Things take time. Not instant gratification, time. All right, I'm going to give these girlies their hay. I'm going to set up the steamer and then I'll be back. Back to the discussion of cancer. If you have a tumor, sometimes it's good to get that removed to give your body a break. And then a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times your body can take over and heal the rest of the way itself. Let's see what we have here to, if I have to go in and fill up some grain. I definitely might have to, especially the senior feed right here for Sir Joey. Hi, Joe. Oh my, you're trying to roll your blankie off, sir. If they're over 18, they get senior feed. If they're under 18, they don't need it. Look how treacherous it is. This is from feet of snow, them walking back and forth, and then it thawing, and then it freezing. But it's a lot less slippery than it was yesterday. There was a glaze of slippery ice. I have to go and fill this up. I keep my feed in the garage so that the horses don't accidentally get into it and cause an emergency. I do chores. The guys are taking some boxes to recycling. This is a neat sight. It takes 6 scoops of this to fill a bucket. I could fill it with more than 6 scoops, but I'm giving my body a break. Back to the barn, trying not to slip. Vivian Lee is very insistent that she gets her fresh water. She's a talker. Scarlett O'Hara was not a talker. Scarlett O'Hara was very quiet, but could have been because she had a chronic sinus infection. She just never felt that good. And this one's healthy and feisty, and she is a noisemaker. Vivian Lee, I'm telling on you, you big loud mouth. And there's Victory out here waiting for his delicious grain. Don't look at them too close. They're yellow, they're not white. Back into the barn for some more work and fun. It's not work, it's fun. If you do what you love, you don't work a day in your life. Right, Romers? Romers loves to eat. That's no work for him. I just have to make sure he gets his feed. Okay. Meet you back here in a minute. I use an old laundry basket, repurposed an old laundry basket for use with the chopped up hay. I put the salt blocks in with the chopped up hay because we had a bit of an incident this year where the hay built up, the little bitty hay, and mixed with Joe's saliva, and it just created a huge kind of mulch pile in this corner here, and it was hot. It was super hot when I cleaned it out. It was steaming. It was so hot in the springtime, and that could definitely spontaneously combust. So by having the salt in there, it kills the bacteria that causes that heat. So that's why I put the salt blocks in there. Ness is so excited about her feed, but she's a picky eater. She likes the sweet feed the best. And she can be kind of a hard keeper sometimes, so I'm okay with giving her feed that she likes. She's not so senior that she needs senior feed yet anyway. She's just a beauty. She gets so excited about this time of the day. She's very spicy. There you go, little Miss Spicy. Here you go. This is for Romeo and Victory, but doesn't stop the rest from getting overwhelmingly excited. Can you imagine being this excited over feed every single day? And luckily, I'm taller than they are, or else there could be a problem. Get out of my way. That's just rude. Get out of my way, missus. Oh, my. This beggar. It's not yours, ma'am. No, it isn't. Climbing up and being a monster. What? You're not going to let me out. I can't feed you if you don't let me out. Malay, you always silly girl. Absolute chaos and cacophony. And I think I'm going to just close these mares out because the temptation is too great. No! No, you go out. You go out. Go on. Jamie and Naomi, you know better. Go on. Out you go. I'm going to have to try to close them out so I can give these guys theirs. Oh, man. Excuse me. Naomi, you come in here. I'm going to spank your booty. Okay, come here. Come here. Look. All right. You can wait. Look at how excited they are. And you're beautiful and wonderful, but you can wait. No. They're last. I have to give them their stuff last. So impatient. I'm not even out here that late. This food is just so good and delicious. Oh boy. So those two girls are over 18, so they get senior feed. They don't get a ton. They're pretty easy keepers. I'm thankful for that. But they get enough to be satisfied. Oh boy, it's happening. It's happening. Come on, let's go. All right, you got to give me time because I don't want to slip. I'm not much help to you if I hurt, you know. Okay. Hope everybody had an absolute wonderful and blessed Christmas. I think I'll be in the duck pen next. How do I feed hay? Well, you want to feed them enough that they're satisfied, but not so much that they have a lot of waste the next day. If you're feeding square bales, if you're feeding round bales, you just give them free access. But square bales, at least a good full thick flake per horse. So there's probably 5 nice and full thick flakes per mare. When it's really cold, sometimes you just give them more just because they need it to keep themselves warm. But if you're giving them too much, it's going to just be spread all over the aisle and getting dumped on. It's not going to be eaten. And if you're giving them too little, it's not going to carry over to the next day. But if you give them just the right amount, it'll carry them over to the next day and there won't be any waste. As long as the bales are good quality. My son taught me it's so much easier to go through the back way than to deal with this twine all the time. So this is how I'm going to get into the duck coop this time. A sneaky back entrance. Lee. She's ready for some, she needs some feed too, so that'll be what's next. Their favorite time of the day Forget about food, give them water. They're already waiting. They want this water so much. They're not going to even be too camera shy. They're just desperate. They love it. Yeah, you can protect it. You can protect your water dish, Rhett Butler. Well, there's Vivian Lee. You guys going to get yourself cleaned off and less yellowy. And then I have to get you guys some of your feed today, too. Still enjoying their feeds greatly. This is what I use for my duck feeder. The Rubbermaid containers with the red lids. Unfortunately, mice get in there and birds get in there. And if you guys have a good recommendation of a rodent-proof duck feeder, that would be great. This is the most rodent-proof duck feeder I can figure on, because when they're out of their coop in their yard, I can put the lid on it and that'll keep the rodents and birds out of it. But the rodents definitely get into it and it's pretty gross. These are the revolutionary chicken feeders. And if you put them up on the pedestal, rodents can't get in it. Now, rats might be able to get in it, but mice don't get in it. And birds have occasionally gotten in it too. But mice can't get in them. So that's a solution for the chickens. I just don't have a solution for the ducks. And of course, there's a solution for everything except for dying without knowing Jesus. That's important. You got to know Jesus. But there's a solution for everything else. So if anybody has any ideas of a rodent-proof duck feeder, let me know. Here's an up-close view of the revolutionary chicken feeder. See, look, the chickens are going to get into the duck food. Look. Oh, you like it, lady? That's Roosty. He's my favorite rooster. He's got tail shredder. I don't care. He's just beautiful. And he's a sweet boy. I like to pick him up and play with him. He's a good boy. Yes, he is. Most of these hens are probably his because he's the dominant male in the flock. But he's a beautiful boy. He's a good boy. All right, I got stuff to do. I can't play with chickens all day. Why not, right? Why not? She said, don't you know? You got me water, but I'm starved. You should get me food, too. What are you thinking? I demand care. There you go. I got some food for you, too, now. Hungry hippos. Yum, 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 yum. They're camera shy, though. Look at Dove comes out and gets into the feed. She's a bum. And then Niobe goes and gets into Jamie's feed. If Daddy was here, if my lovey was here, he would keep them. He would guard Jamie's feed from Niobe. But I got stuff to do. I have 3 things that I have left to do, and that's clean barn, do waters, and chop up Joey's hay with the Works mulcher. It's no problem. Right, chickens? It's not a big deal to clean barn. It's all part of it. I'll check back after I'm done. Niobe's all done eating her sister Jamie's food, and she's back in. Now she's going to eat the rest of Amelie's food. Oh, Jamie's coming in. Hi, Jamie. Hi there, come on, girl. They hate this. This muck and ice can be hard on their little leggies. Anyway, ADHD, back to work. So this is the poopy aisle, and I'll show you the clean one afterwards. Here's the aisle, not perfect, but a little bit better. Huh, Malay? A little bit nicer for you guys. It's the small things. This is a stall, girly stall before getting cleaned. It's not too bad. Keep up with it every day. It's pretty good. Here it is, all cleaned up. Not bad at all. Like Mommy's done with her feed, and it's time to come out. There you go, Vanessa. Uh-oh, Dove, her daughter's gonna go check and see if there's any morsels. So is Niobe. Mubby's back. He's helping with water, so I have 2 things left to do. Distribute the steamed hay and get Joe his chopped hay. And then I'll be done. Been doing chores for over 30 years, and sometimes you dread coming out in the barn when it's really nasty out. But most of the time it's therapy. It's fresh air, it's sunlight, and it's exercise. and it keeps you going, and it gets you through some bad times, some good times. And obviously I must have Stockholm syndrome or something, because I'm still doing it after 30 plus years, 28 years in minis and another many years with large horses. And you know, it's a privilege, to be honest with you. Not everybody gets this opportunity, and it is a blessing from the Almighty. I would say it's almost boiled out. Can't see much at the bottom of the steamer, so it's time to distribute. So far, I sure haven't gotten sick of the smell of this stuff. It smells really good. My barn doesn't stay stinky for long with the smell of steamed hay, and Romeo and Victory will be quite pleased. I'm going to feed them outside, though, even though it might sprinkle later, because they're dirty in their stalls. I lost a flake. Looks like the girls are getting it. Go outside and get it. You know it's your... Come and get it. Come on, boys. Come on, Victory. Happy, happy boys. Good girl on me. Only girl who stopped eating just to say hi to me. She's such a sweetie. I wanted to spare you guys the sound of the hay mulcher today, but this is what I definitely don't go without. I have these earplugs and I have a dust mask, and you need these for sure when running the Works mulcher, because it's so loud and the hay is just so dusty. You don't want all that in your lungs. So you still get some in your eyes and lungs, I think, but it's better to have this added protection. But I'm going to spare you this time. I'll just show you the finished product. Here's just chopped up hay ready to go. Well, I look forward to showing you guys the barn all lit up when it's all done. But so ends another day of chores. Time to shut off all the lights. Uh-oh. Mother-daughter disagreements. Bye, Lexington, you little boy. Goodbye, horses. Another day of chores is complete. Looking forward to warmer weather. Jesus loves you.